What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a different kind of video and just kind of have a conversation with you guys and talk a little bit about, the 5 things I think holds a lot of people back that's on the sideline wanting to be a content creator. I think there's about 5 things that holds a lot of people back from actually doing this. Doing YouTube is not hard. It's not really as complicated as it may seem. But I got about 5 things I just kind of want to talk about. And hopefully by the end of this video, I can motivate you. If you're watching this video and you want to be a content creator, hopefully I can motivate you to get over these 5 little hurdles so that you can create your very first video and just go ahead and do it. All right, let's get to it. So number 1, I feel that a lot of people don't jump into the whole YouTube content creation scene because they think that it's oversaturated. Now, let's be honest. YouTube is oversaturated. It has so many different videos. There's so many people that creates videos on a day-to-day basis. Hell, you can look on YouTube and search iPhone 13 and you'll probably find thousands and thousands of videos about the iPhone 13. So yes, I would say that YouTube is oversaturated, but that does not mean that you can't come into YouTube and carve out your own little piece of the pie and create your own little following with your subscribers and so forth and just build your own little community, so don't let the oversaturation piece of YouTube, deter you from jumping into the YouTube game, and becoming a content creator and doing something that you love. All right. So moving into number 2 and caveating off of the oversaturation piece, I think a lot of people feel that they won't get a lot of views on YouTube if they create videos. Oversaturation and getting views on YouTube and all of that stuff, I feel like they kind of go together because you can, create videos on YouTube, join YouTube, and you can get views. I always say that there is a viewer for everybody that creates content. And depending on, what your content is about, I promise you, you will gain some viewers. I mean, it's not even as far as saying you'll gain a whole lot of subscribers, but at a minimum, you will gain some views. So don't let the whole oversaturation piece and the whole thinking that you're not going to get any viewers stop you from joining, YouTube and being a content creator, because I am always on the hunt looking for new content creators, people that I can watch just to kind of refresh and see other people's opinions. I love to see people's opinions on certain topics and certain things. So I don't just take one opinion and I don't just listen to one person. I mean, I listen and watch so many different videos on YouTube. So I promise you, as many videos as I watch on YouTube, I promise you, you will get that many in views if you was a content creator as well. So let's move to number 3. So my number 3 reason why I feel that a lot of people don't join or create content on YouTube, even though they want to, I feel like they are probably timid and scared, or in a sense, they feel camera shy. Now, being camera shy, it really is a thing, and there's some people who have a hard time, speaking to the camera, especially introverts and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you, practice makes perfect. If you can get in front of this camera and just practice what it is that you want to cover, just keep practicing it, keep practicing it, keep practicing it, and watching it back, editing and watching it back and just kind of looking at the things that you're doing and saying and seeing what type of mistakes you're making before you publish that first video. I promise you, it will become very, very easy. One of my biggest suggestions is to just turn your camera on, go into a nice little quiet area and just practice talking to the camera. And even if you're like, moving around the house and, you're in the house by yourself or something and you're just moving around, pull out your iPhone and just vlog and just talk about anything. Talk about sports, talk about, tech gear, talk about anything you can think of. Just talk to the camera and play it back and watch it and see what happens. But I promise you, practice makes perfect. And if you continue to practice and you just try it over and over and over, I promise you, it will get easy and you won't be camera shy. So the number 4 reason why I feel like a lot of people don't, join YouTube, or they become a little timid to do it, is because of the quality of content that other creators create. Now, a lot of people can be intimidated by that. If you're on the outside looking in and you see a content creator who's just blowing it out of the water, with all of these cinematics and all this, perfect B-roll and all this stuff, it can be intimidating to somebody who doesn't have gear and who doesn't know where to start. And all they see on YouTube all the time is all of these high production value videos on YouTube. And all they can think about is they have to create that same type of content in order to be successful on YouTube. No, you really don't. You just need to create what is comfortable for you and create what you can create and what you can come up with. Don't worry about what another content creator is creating. Don't worry about all that pretty B-roll that they're putting in their clips and in their videos. Don't worry about all of that cinematic stuff and all those pretty drone shots and all of that. Just create what you can create. Stay within the means, and create in your little scope. And I promise you, eventually you'll be able to grow and you'll venture out. And as you keep creating, your creation will get better and better. And your whole storytelling and every single thing that comes with this whole YouTube, it would just get better, but you got to start somewhere. And last but not least, my number 5 reason why I feel like a lot of people don't jump into the YouTube content creation game, even though they're on the sidelines and they want to do this, is because they have a hard time choosing and or using their gear. And the reason I say they have a hard time choosing or using is because, you know, a lot of people don't know what gear to buy, and then a lot of people buy gear that they don't know how to use. So to that, I would say start with something small, start with something you can afford. Don't go out and spend, you know, X amount of dollars on a high price camera that you can't use or that you've never touched before. I would say start with something like your phone, because it's right in your pocket. You can pull that out. You know, you can learn your ISO, your aperture, your shutter speed. You can learn all of those types of things with your iPhone. Download your app like Filmic Pro, and you know that'll kind of get you on your way, get you a tripod, and you'll be fine. And just learn how to use, you know, your phone, and I think that would like kind of get you started. Once you know, master your phone, then I would say move up into the next piece of gear and the next piece of gear. Now, if you do have the money to go out and buy whatever it is that you want, then hey, by all means, go ahead and do that, and then take some time to go through some tutorials and learn that way. But if you don't have, you know, a whole lot of money or access to a whole lot of funds to be able to just buy that higher price piece of gear, start with something that you already have, and I'm pretty sure that is a cell phone. Start with your cell phone, get a tripod, and get you 1 or 2 little ring lights, and you'll be perfectly squared away and good to go. So don't get caught up in the hype with the gear that you see on YouTube. Don't get caught up in all these Sony cameras and, you know, and all these Canon cameras. Don't get caught up in the hype. You know, don't let, you know, these bigger creators show you, you know, how well these cameras is working, and thinking that because you buy that camera, you know, even though you don't know how to use it, that you will be able to create that same type of content, because that's not how the game goes. You have to start somewhere. You have to practice your skills. So I would say start with something like your phone, practice your skills, and then eventually you will be able to, you know, expand that and move up into that next piece of gear. All right, guys. So hopefully those 5 quick little things that we covered actually motivated you to want to get off of the sidelines and start creating your very first video. If you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to smash that like button. And if this was your first time right here on this channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss any other videos on this channel. And it's been your man Jay, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.